Hello friends, in the previous lecture we have studied Modi method to find the optimal solution of the transportation problem. Today we are going to see some more examples on Modi method to get the ideas clear. So consider the example. Find the initial basic feasible solution of the following transportation problem by northwest corner method and hence find optimal solution by using Modi method. There are three sources S1, S2, S3 and there are four destinations D1, D2, D3, D4. The supply of these sources is given 15, 25, 10 and the demand of the destinations is given as 5, 15, 15, 15. The cost of transportation is given 10, 2, 20, 11, 12, 7, 9, 20 and 4, 14, 16, 18. We want to find the initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner method. To start with, the first condition is that the transportation problem must be balanced. That is, total supply is equal to total demand. So firstly see that what is total supply? Total supply is equal to 15 plus 25 plus 10, it is equal to 50 and total demand is equal to 5 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15, it is also equal to 50. Therefore, total supply is equal to total demand. Therefore, the transportation problem is balanced transportation problem. And because it is balanced transportation problem, we can apply northwest corner method to find the initial basic feasible solution. In northwest corner method, we always start allocating at the northwest corner cell. So start at the northwest corner cell, allocate as much as possible, that is minimum of corresponding supply and demand, that is minimum of 15 and 5. So allocate 5, demand becomes 0, supply remains 10. As the demand gets 0, this column is crossed off. We crossed off the column, so move to the next column. In this cell, we allocate the minimum of 10 and 15, that is 10, supply becomes 0, demand remains 5. As the supply becomes 0, the row is crossed off. Move below. So in this cell, we allocate minimum of 5 and 25, that is 5. Demand becomes 0, supply remains 20. As demand is 0, this column is crossed off. Move to the next column, allocate minimum of 15 and 20, that is 15, remains 0 demand and 5 supply. Demand becomes 0, so crossed off the column. To this cell, allocate minimum of 5 and 15, that is 5, supply becomes 0, demand remains 10, supply 0, so the row is crossed off. And to this cell, allocate 10 so that all the demand and supply conditions are satisfied, and we get the initial basic feasible solution as x11 is equal to 5, x12 is equal to 10, x22 is equal to 5, x23 is equal to 15, x24 is equal to 5, and x34 is equal to 10, and the transportation cost comes to be 10 into 5 plus 2 into 10 plus 7 into 5 plus 9 into 15 plus 20 into 5 plus 18 into 10, that is 50 plus 20 plus 35 plus 135 plus 100 and plus 180. It becomes 105 plus 135, that is 240 plus 100 340, and 340 plus 180 becomes 520 rupees. Therefore, the transportation cost comes to be 520 rupees by northwest corner method. Now to find the optimal solution, we will use Modi method. To apply Modi method, there are two conditions. The first condition is that the number of allocations must be equal to m plus n minus 1. So observe the number of allocations. Number of allocations here are 6. These are the 6 allocations, and they should be equal to m plus n minus 1. So see what is m plus n minus 1. M means number of rows, that is 3. Number of columns is 4, minus 1, it is also 6. And therefore number of allocations are m plus n minus 1. Therefore the first condition is satisfied. The second condition is that these allocations must be at independent positions. Means that there should not be any closed loop passing through all these allocations. Observe that there is no closed loop passing through all these allocations. So all these allocations are at independent positions. That is, there is no closed loop. And therefore we can able to apply Modi to this problem. So we will apply Modi to find optimal solution. So consider the problem. I will write down the allocations for this problem using what we have by northwest corner method. Now see, we will start with multipliers. So assume the multipliers for row as u1, u2, v3, and for columns as V1, V2, V3, V4. These are the multipliers. Because this row has maximum number of allocated cells, that is basic cells, so we assume this U2 is equal to 0 because it contains more number of allocations in this, and therefore we will start with assuming U2 is equal to 0. And now we will find the value of U1, U2, U3, V1, V2, V3, V4 by using the formula for basic cells. Basic cell means for allocated cells. Ui plus Vj is equal to Cij. This cost is equal to Ui plus Vj. So see the first one. Because U2 is 0, V2 must be equal to 7. So that U2 plus V2 is equal to C22. U2 is 0, so V3 must be 9. U2 is equal to 0, so V4 must be 20. Because V4 is 20 and we want U3 plus V4 is equal to 18, therefore U3 must be equal to minus 2. So that 20 minus 2 comes to be 18. Now see this value is 7 and we want U1 plus V2 is equal to 2. So U1 must be equal to minus 5. So that 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Now you know U1 is equal to minus 5 and U1 plus V1 must be equal to 10. So V1 must be equal to 15. So that 15 minus 5 becomes 10. We get all the values of U1, U2, U3. Now we will find the values of non-basic variables. In this square, we find the values of non-basic variables. For non-basic variables, that is non-allocated cells, we have the formula Xij is equal to Ui plus Vj minus Cij. So using this we find all Xij. So this value, it is equal to minus 5 plus 9, that is 4, 4 minus 20, that is minus 16. 20 minus 5, that is 15, 15 minus 11, 4. 15 plus 0, that is 15, 15 minus 12, 3. 15 minus 2, 13, 13 minus 4, 9. 7 minus 2, 5, 5 minus 14. Then 9 minus 2, 7, 7 minus 16. Now we want, because our transportation problem is minimum cost finding, therefore we want most positive value of the non-basic variable. The most positive value of the non-basic variable, that is at these squares, is 9. Means that now this variable, that is x31 variable, will enter the solution and one of the variable will leave the solution. We want to find which variable leave the solution. To find that, we want a closed loop of horizontal and vertical lines where the corner points should be basic variables or allocated cell. So starting with this, we want to form a closed loop. Observe that so this is the closed loop starting with this point such that at each corner point there should be allocation. See that at this corner point there is allocation, at this corner point allocation. So at every corner point there should be allocation. So this is the closed loop such that every corner point except starting should have allocation. Now starting with plus minus we will give alternate sign. So plus minus plus minus plus minus. There should be alternate plus minus sign. Among minus sign, see these cells having minus sign. This cell and this cell. Three cells have minus sign. Among these minus sign, what you have to find? The smallest allocation. And the smallest allocation among these minus sign is 5. Therefore, we have to subtract 5 where there is minus sign and add 5 where there is plus sign. We get the next table. Because it has minus sign, we subtract 5 from this. So see this 5 gets cancelled. We subtract 5, here remains 5. At plus sign we have to add 5. So whenever it is plus sign, add 5. So here comes to be 15, adding 5. Here comes to be 10. Adding 5, there is no allocation. Now this cell enters the solution. So 5 comes here. And this 5 gets cancelled here. Because we are subtracting 5 from those cells where there is minus sign and add those where it is plus sign. So we get the solution. All other remains as it is. This already gets cancelled. This 15 remains as it is because it is, and we get the cost to be 5. This is 15. So this is new solution. Now see in this solution, if you want to apply Modi, again the same thing. Number of allocations must be m plus n minus 1. But now there are only 5 allocations. So the number of allocations, this must be equal to m plus n minus 1, and it is not equal to m plus n minus 1 because m plus n minus 1 is nothing but 6 and there are no 6 allocation, implies that this solution is degenerate. And if it is degenerate, what we have to do? We have to allocate a small quantity epsilon to a cell having smallest cost, but it should be at independent position. So consider the smallest cost of unoccupied cells. In the unoccupied cells, smallest cost is 7. So this 7, suppose we will assign some value epsilon. It should be such that there is no closed loop forming all these allocations. Observe that all these allocations are at independent position. That is, you are not able to form any closed loop passing through all these allocations. So we assign a small quantity epsilon to unoccupied cell having smallest transportation cost and such that all the allocations should be at independent positions. Now see that, now number of allocations becomes 6 and therefore you are able to apply Modi. So find the multipliers U1, U2, U3 and V1, V2, V3, V4. Because this has number of more allocations, we assume U2 equal to 0 and find the values of V1, V2, V3, V4 using the formula for basic variables, that is for allocated variables, Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj. Now because this is 0, V2 must be equal to 7, so that 7 plus 0 is equal to 7. V3 must be 9, V4 must be 20. Because V4 is 20, U3 must be equal to minus 2, so that 20 minus 2 becomes 18. Now this one, because it is 7, we want U1 equal to minus 5, so that 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Now this value is minus 2, so V1 should be equal to 6, so that 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. We get all the values of U1, U2, U3, V1, V2, V3, V4. So we find the values of non-basic variables. For these non-basic variables, our formula is Xij is equal to Ui plus Vj minus Cij. So see this one, minus 5 plus 6, that is 1, 1 minus 10, minus 9, 9 minus 5, 4, 4 minus 20, minus 16, 20 minus 5, that is 15, 15 minus 11, 4, 6, minus 12, minus 6, 7, minus 2, 5, 5 minus 14, minus 9, 9 minus 2, 7, 7 minus 16. Observe that we get all values of non-basic variables. Among these values of non-basic variable, the most positive value is 4 and therefore this will be entering variable. Starting with this cell, we find a closed loop passing through the allocations such that, observe that we have the loop so this is entering variable. Observe that all these 4 corners are such that at these corners there are allocations. This is entering variable, so there is no allocation at this. We give plus minus alternate signs to these cells. Among the minus sign, the smallest allocation is 10. So we subtract 10 from those cells where it is minus sign and add 10 where it is plus sign. We get our next solution. So observe the new solution. Eleven, 12, 7, 9, 20, 4, 14, 16, 18. See that the cells having minus sign, and for this cell we say the allocation and take the minimum of the allocation. The minimum is 10. So subtract 10 from the allocations having minus sign in the cell and add having plus sign in the cell. So in this we subtract 10. So here remains 5 and this cell leaves the solution. This enters in the solution, add 10 here, So here this cell enter and epsilon, that is 0 plus 10 becomes 10. The all other remains as it is. So phi u, this remains as it is. 15 in this 15 remains as it is. Now observe that this is new solution. So what we have done, where there is minus sign, the minimum is 10. So we subtract 10 from these allocations and add 10 in these cells having plus sign, we get the new solution. Again find the multipliers u1, u2, u3 and v1, v2, v3, v4. As the number of allocations are m plus n minus 1 and they are at independent position, we will directly start. Assume u1 equal to 0 suppose, because u1 is 0, v4 is 11, because u1 plus v4 must be 11. u3 plus v4 is 18, so u3 is equal to 7. Because u3 is 7, v1 becomes minus 3. So that 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. Now see, u1 is equal to 0, so v2 is equal to 2. v2 is equal to 2, so u2 is equal to 5u. 5u plus 2 becomes 7. And u2 is equal to 5u, so v3 is equal to 4, so that 5u plus 4 equal to 9. So for basic cells, we have used the formula Cij is equal to ui plus vj, and we find the values of u1, u2, u3 and v1, v2, v3, v4. Now find the values of non-basic variables by taking the formula Xij is equal to ui plus vj minus Cij. So this value comes to be 0 minus 3, that is minus 3 minus 10 minus 13, 4 plus 0 4, 4 minus 20 minus 16, minus 3 plus 5 2, 2 minus 12 minus 10, 11 plus 5 16, 16 minus 20 minus 4, 2 plus 7 9, 9 minus 14 minus 5, 4 plus 7 11, 11 minus 16 minus 5. Observe that all these values of non-basic variables are less than or equal to 0, means that the solution is optimal. Therefore, all values of non-basic variables are less than or equal to 0, implies that the solution is optimal. The initial basic feasible solution comes to be x12 is equal to 5, x14 is equal to 10, x22 is equal to 10, x23 is equal to 15, x31 is equal to 5 and x34 is equal to 5. And see what is the transportation cost. The transportation cost comes to be 2 into 5 plus 11 into 10 plus 7 into 10 plus 9 into 15 plus 4 into 5 plus 18 into 5, that is 10 plus 110 plus 70 plus 135 plus 20 plus 90. 180, that is 435 rupees. And therefore, the transportation cost comes to be 435 rupees by Modi method. So, in this case, we have considered what will be the solution when the problem has degenerate solution. If it has degenerate solution, we allocate a small quantity epsilon in the cell which is unoccupied and having the smallest transportation cost, such that all the allocations will be at independent positions and as usual solved by Modi. So, enough for the day. Thank you.